This is English Grammar Basics, Part 2, Nouns and Articles. But first, let's review from Part 1. In Part 1, we looked at the simple sentence, which is formed by a subject plus verb plus object, SVO. An example is, I like chicken. I is the subject, like is the verb, and chicken is the object. And let's remember that all sentences begin with a capital letter. This means a big letter. Chicken is good. We notice the C in chicken that begins the sentence starts with a capital letter. And also, all sentences end with punctuation. Our example, this is the best chicken. We use an exclamation point to show emotion. Noun words are people, places, or things. For example, people words are student, teacher, boy, woman, Bob. Places could be classroom, school, hospital, anyang. Things could be desk, pencil, book, Eiffel Tower. Proper nouns are unique. So we notice here, for people, there's Bob, places, anyang, and things, Eiffel Tower. And because they're unique, they start with a capital letter. When there are more than one of a noun, then we apply the plural form and add S at the end of the noun. So in the singular, one house. And in the plural, two houses with S. One grape, three grapes. One car, four cars. One book, five books. One cat, six cats. However, some nouns change their spelling in the plural form, and these are called irregular because they do not follow the standard. So in the singular form, one man, but in the plural form the spelling changes to men. One woman, three women. One child, four children. One person, five people. 1 foot, 6 feet. One mouse, 7 mice. One tooth, 8 teeth. One knife, 9 knives. And some nouns do not change in the plural form. One fish, 2 fish, if it's the same species. However, if it's 2 different species, then it can be fishes. One deer, 3 deer. The spelling remains the same. One sheep, 4 sheep. One shrimp, 6 shrimp. One squid, 7 squid. And nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns are easy to count. So, man, one man, easy to count. 3 apples, 2 houses, 5 balls, 1 tree. Uncountable nouns are not easy to count. For example, water. How do we count water? Well, here's an idea. We give uncountable nouns units that are countable for counting. So in this case, for water, we can use the noun glass and say a glass of water, 1 glass of water. So we count uncountable nouns using units. Other examples are a liter of milk, a grain of sand, and a cube of ice. So we use many for countable nouns and much for uncountable nouns. Many for countable nouns. Example, in a question sentence, how many pens do you have? In a negative sentence, I do not have many pens. And in a positive sentence, I have many pens. The word much is used for uncountable nouns, but only in question and negative sentences. So in our question sentence, how much milk do you have? Negative sentence, I do not have much milk. But there's an exception to positive sentences. We do not use much in a positive sentence with uncountable nouns. Instead, we use a lot of. So I have a lot of milk. And here's a hint. A lot is used for all sentences, both count and uncountable. Let's practice. Let's fill in the blanks with either many or much. Now let's be careful. Our first example is a sentence exception. Money is an uncountable noun in grammar. Money would use units of dollars or won or yen for counting. So, we cannot use much. Instead, we use a lot of. I have a lot of money. Example B. How blank water should I bring camping? This is a question sentence. Water is an uncountable noun. What do you think we use? That's right, much. How much water should I bring camping? C. I don't have blank hats. The noun hat is easy to count, so it is a countable noun, and we use, that's right, many. I don't have many hats. D. Do you have blank ice for the party? Ice is an uncountable noun. This is a question sentence, so not an exception. Do you have much ice for the party? E. How blank penguins are at the zoo? Penguins, like people, are easy to count. And that means a countable noun will use the word many. How many penguins are at the zoo? F. I don't have blank time to see you. The word time is an uncountable noun when it talks about a clock, because the word time is counted in units of seconds, minutes, and hours. Now this is a negative sentence, so not an exception, and we use much. I don't have much time to see you. If the word time is used for frequency of an event, then it is countable. For example, it would be, how many times did you call her? The frequency of calling. However, be careful when modifiers are used. Degree modifiers like so, very, or to that are used in a positive sentence allow for the word much to be applied for uncountable nouns. For example, I have so much money. Wow! This is a positive sentence, but with the modifier, the exception is removed. And don't forget that when used as a modifier, the word to is a negative sentence. I have too much money. At the airport, you can only bring so much money with you. It's possible to have too much. I have too much water. Negative sentence. Oh, I can't drink that much. I have too much love for you. Oh, it is too much. Negative. Nouns get articles. These are the articles in English. A, un, and the. Article a or un is used to introduce nouns for the first time. These articles mean one of something. Un is used if the next word begins with a vowel sound. Let's remember that the vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, U. An article the is applied when the same noun is used again. This article can mean one or many of something. Because the articles a and un equal one, we can only use these articles with countable nouns in the singular, unless the uncountable noun has a countable unit. Here's some examples. A train. Train is a countable noun. This means one train. A bottle of water. Water is the uncountable noun with the unit bottle. One bottle of water. And remember that more than one countable noun becomes plural and gets an S ending. For example, two trains or two bottles of water. Articles example. Yesterday, I saw a car. This is the first time to use the noun car, so we apply article a. The next sentence, the car was blue. This is the second time to see the noun car. What the grammar is telling us is that this is the same car, not a different car. Another example, I went to a store. First time to see the noun store, we apply article a. At the store, this is the second time to see the same noun, and this tells us it's the same store, not a different store. So I went to a store. At the store, I bought an apple. Store, apple. Apple is the first time to see this noun. We apply a, but because apple begins with a vowel sound, we change a to un. Now you try. Yesterday, I saw car. This is the first time we see the noun car. So we introduce car with article a. Next sentence. Blank car was blue. In grammar, to tell the audience that this is the same car, we now apply the. Not a different car, same car. Then, orange car. Not blue car. This is a new car. So we must introduce this new car. And we introduce it with un because orange begins with a vowel sound. Repeat. Then, an orange car hit blue car. We've seen this blue car before. We use article the because it's the same blue car. Cars were damaged. We see that the noun car has an S. This means plural, more than one. We already have 2 cars in our story, so we apply article the cars. Same blue and orange cars were damaged. Man left blue car. In our story, this is the first time to see the noun man, so we need to introduce this man. A man left blue car. Oh, we've already seen blue car, the blue car, and went into store. This is the first time to see the word store. We must introduce it with an article a. At store, same store. Now we use the. Man, same man. Now we use article the. At the store, the man called for help. Soon, 2 police cars and ambulance arrived. First time to see the word ambulance, we have to introduce it. We introduce it with un because ambulance starts with a vowel sound. Thankfully, everyone was okay. Phew! So, the first time and second time rule for articles is very good to follow. However, sometimes a noun is unique or specific in context and gets article the first time we see it used. Let's look at some examples. Yesterday, I went to restaurant. Now, every city has many restaurants, so restaurant is not a unique noun. So we're just going to introduce it with a. Waiter greeted me. Restaurants have many waiters. They're not unique. So we start with a. So a waiter greeted me and asked me where I would like to sit. I pointed to table. Well, restaurants have many tables. They're not unique. In corner. Oh, be careful. I am pointing in a direction. In that direction, there's only one corner. That means corner is a specific or unique corner. So we're going to start with article the, because in context, there's only one unique corner in that direction. When waiter, same waiter, we apply the this time. It's not a different waiter. When the waiter left, I looked at menu. Now the menu is unique to every restaurant. Menu means the specific food that is made at a restaurant. So, the menu. It is not random, it is specific. So it begins with article the. Soon, owner of restaurant. Owner, typically, there's only one owner of a business. So owner as a noun is specifically unique in this context. So we start with the for this noun. The owner of the restaurant, same restaurant, visited my table and welcomed me to the restaurant, same restaurant. He asked me what dish I would like to have, and I ordered the tuna special. It is special, it is unique, and it is specific to that restaurant. So even though we introduce tuna special for the first time, we use article the because it is unique in context. But there are exceptions for unique places. For example, even though cities and countries are unique, they do not get articles unless the name of the country has the words United or Republic in the name. So for example, we say the UK because it has the word United, as well as the USA, United States of America, the UAE, United Arab Emirates, and the ROK, Republic of Korea. There are exceptions to this as well. The Philippines, the Maldives, and the Netherlands. Wow. We learned a lot this week in the video. Great job. Good for you. In our next video, we're going to learn about adjectives. See you then. The end.